Hello, this is Undercover 82. In this session I will be playing again some no limit $10 using the short stack strategy. The tables are really full with other short stacks, so I will try to make a lot of steals from them with any two cards, because they fold so often that it's definitely profitable. I hope I'll get more hands than the other session. A7 suited is a fold, and Queen 8 offsuit as well. For example, here in this situation, if I'm first in, I'll definitely try to steal from this short stack. But against a min raise, I'll fold. Same here. If I'm first, I'll raise because there are two short stacks behind me. Unfortunately, now against someone who limped, I'll fold. Pocket sixes I can't call here. 4-3 offsuit is a fold. I'll be making my raises against short stacks only 3 big blinds, because to them a raise is a raise no matter what. And if they can't play the hand according to the strategy, they'll fold it. So ace jack offsuit from the cutoff is a raise. 5 big blinds because of the limper. So now he called me. I think he's having a pocket pair, which he won't limp, but nevertheless in the strategy says I'll have to do a half pot continuation bet. I'll do it. If he raises, I have to fold. And he apparently didn't hit, so good result. But on bigger limits, generally they are holding a pocket pair in that situation. Queen 9 suited with another 2 limpers I would complete, but now it's a fold. Ten 9 suited is not a hand to play with a short stack, because there are no implied odds. King 10 off is a fold. 8-7 off is also a fold. And Jack 8 off, of course, is a fold against this raise from a short stack. So 6-5 offsuit is a fold from any position, actually. King 3 suited is a fold. And Queen 8 suited is also a fold. Here I could think of stealing, because the big blind is a short stack and the small blinds don't defend their blinds as often as the big blinds. But with a limper I'll fold, of course. Jack 8 suited under the gun is an easy fold. and 6 suited against the raise. Then 5 off is a fold. Here I have Queen 10 offsuit against the 2 short stacks. But once again I'm not first in, so I have to fold, or else I'll raise to 3 big blinds. King Jack off is not a raising hand, and Ace Queen offsuit is not a re-raising hand, so I'll fold it. I can't flat call his raise because short stack strategy has only push or fold. Jack 8 off, I will not play as well. I have A6 suited on the big blind. Against any raise it's a fold. 9-7 suited is also a fold. And some more very easy folds. So he limps, he completes his small blind. If he doesn't bet first into me, I'll bet into him, but since he does, I have an easy fold. Here I have to fold as well, and the Ace-8 suited is also a fold. King 9 suited, yet another fold. And 8-4 off is of course a fold. I guess you could still with the King Jack offsuit from the button if you are first in, but now I have to fold. Ace King offsuit is however a raising hand from any position. And this guy is stealing vs against me. I have a decent hand, but I can't call now because I don't know how often he does that. However, if I see him do it very often, I'll fight back eventually. Now I have to go all in because he only have 90 cents left, and I'll raise here my Ace Queen. Queen 3 offsuit is a fold. My Ace Queen takes the dead money, and the short stack folds to my continuation bet. Now I have Ace King again, and I'll raise once more. Ace 4 offsuit is not a completing hand because it can get easily dominated. King queen offsuit is a raise. Here I have to fold because I didn't hit anything and I don't have a spade. If I did, I probably would be able to call. It's a bad play for a short stack though to flat call a raise. A2 suit is a fold. King 7 suited is not a raising hand. This is another situation where I could probably steal, but with a short stack guy limping under the gun, I have to fold. So I guess so far there have been many examples of what you shouldn't do as a short stack, like limping under the gun or in any other position other than late with a pocket pair if there's enough limpers before you, or flat calling a raise. Queen 10 offsuit is a fold. And I timed out here, I don't know when. So now I'm heads up with Jack 7 off. I have a second pair. I'll do my half pot size bet. It works this time. King 10 suited I can complete with 2 limpers or so. Six 5 off is a fold. 5-3 off is a fold. Against the raise, of course, I have to fold. King 4 off is also a fold. Queen 10 offsuit, I'll have to fold it because I don't know anything about the big stack. If there was another source, I could definitely steal here. Queen Jack offsuit is a fold in any position. And 6-5 offsuit is also a fold. 6-4 suited a fold as well. Pocket 10s. I'm under the gun, so it's an easy fold. And here I'll make my standard half pot bet. If I had top pair, I could play it more aggressively. He calls me, possibly with a draw. I'm not necessarily beat here, I'll just check and see what he does. And yeah, I'm probably beat now. Or not. Jack 6 offsuit is a fold. king 2 off against non-short stack. I'm not trying to steal here. And in this situation I'm gonna all in, of course, with my ace king offsuit. Here I could think of stealing, and I'll try it actually. Here I win my hand with ace high. I'll fold my pocket tens here, my jack 9 off here. Yeah, I would have played here because I only had to pay for the small blind, but since I didn't make it in time, I'll just find another table. King 3 offsuit is a fold. Here's a nice situation for me because 3 guys behind me are short stacks, so I can steal very often if I get first in. But now of course I can't do any moves. And I have to fold here against an all-in, direct all-in, of course. Queen 7 offsuit, I'm folding it. Same goes for 8-6 offsuit, of course. Queen 2 and Queen 9 offsuit are folds as well. And I have pocket 8s. It's a hand I can only play from late position, so here I'll fold them. Ace 8 offsuit from late position, still a fold. Nine 4 offsuit is a fold, 6-3 suited is a fold, and I have a blank hand on bottom right. Ace king off. So a proper re-raise would be to 120, which is about 2/3 of my total stack. I'll go directly all in. I don't want to face difficult decisions on the flop. And here I'll raise with my pocket 8s. 10-7 offsuit is a fold. And leave this table soon, because there are not many players. 10-9 offsuit is a fold. Ace queen is not a playable hand from early position. Even if it does look like a strong hand, still with so many people waiting to act before you, it's best to play it safe and fold it. Of course, limping it is not an option as well. since you don't have position either with that hand. From that position, I mean. Queen Jack suited is should be enough for a steal. I'll just call it here. Don't wanna get too out of hand with the steals on this limit. I'll bet here with my second pair. And he folds, which is fine. 4-3 offsuit is a fold. King 9 suited is also a fold. I'll have to leave this table as well because everyone suddenly left. Here would be a good situation to steal first in, because there are two short stacks sitting on the blinds. I'll raise to 3 big blinds only and hope that the guy after me doesn't call, which he shouldn't most of the time. This time he's re-raising, so I have an easy fold. And now I'll raise my legitimate hand. So now he's from Switzerland. Not, I'll suppose it's a short stack and raise with any two. Pocket aces here. And a7 offsuit a fold. My pocket aces get a walk. So I'll leave this table with my big stack. Wow, what happened here? Yeah, I hate these bugs. But since I didn't have to close the program, it's okay. So I guess everything is alright now again. I'll find a new table on the bottom right. Or I'll try anyway. Yeah. Every table is filling up so fast. So everything should be in order again. Four two offsuits a fold. H7 off is a fold again. Here I have hit nothing at all, so it's an easy check fold. Anyway, even though before I tried to steal and this guy re-raised me, I still think it's a profitable situation because most of the time they will fold. Here's another such situation. Two short stacks behind me and I'll raise. It's weird that I got a call. I'll make my continuation bet though. Now I have hit top pair. Flush is possible, but I'll still go all in. And he made a bad play there. He called me with king high in both occasions. Obviously I would check fold if I didn't hit anything after he called my continuation bet. But of course, if you aren't feeling comfortable with the post-flop play, you shouldn't try to do this. Most of the time a reasonable short stack player would fold with king jack. But since I saw him do this, I'll be more conservative against him. Now I have nothing here. Three opponents, I'll check fold it. King queen offsuit from early position. No, I'm middle now. Still an easy fold. Ace king offsuit on the other hand is a raise. Jack 9 off is a fold. Pocket sixes. I'm getting minimum re-raised. I'm not sure if this indicates a very strong hand or he just wants to isolate him, but nevertheless, I'm going all in, of course. Wow, my god. Well, this is the type of players you want to be playing against. He raised the short stack, raising from early position with the pocket sixes. So most of the time he's a big underdog there. And I'll find a new table here. I have top pair but no kicker. Against the opponents I'm not taking any stabs. I still was good though. Jack 3 suited is a fold. Ace 10 offsuit. Ace 8 offsuit, I mean. If I'm first in, I'll raise against the short stack. Now I'll fold though because I don't have a kicker. Jack 4 off is a fold. And Ace 5 offsuit is a check fold from the big blind. This is another situation where I can steal with 2 short stacks on the blinds. And I have a decent hand anyway. But against the raise, it's a fold. King Queen is a raising hand here. Unless someone raises before me, in which case I'll have to fold. Queen Jack off, I think I can complete with 2 limpers. Here I have the same hand as in the other table. I'm late position, so I'll raise, of course. A7 offsuit is a fold. Unfortunately here someone else raises first, so it's an easy fold. I hit nothing, so I'll make my half pot continuation bet and fold where we raise. Yeah. I'll fold here as well. I have hit nothing. Pocket nines yet. Another raising hand. He calls me again. Probably looking to do the same play, but now since the pot is too big as opposed to my stack, I'll go directly all in. Besides, it's unlikely that this flop has hit him. It's a good flop, only one overcard, 2 low cards. And he folds. Pocket jacks I'll raise. And the limper folds as well, so I get no action. Now again pocket aces. A raise, of course. Yet again, no action. And some easy folds. Jack 2 suited, of course, a fold. And Ace 8 offsuit, a fold as well. Queen 4, yeah, 9-7. Jack 5 suited. Nothing special. These are hands you don't even play with a big stack. So I guess I can stay here since another player joined. There's 8 players, which is a minimum for a short stack. Anything below 8 players is not profitable. Ace-3 suited. Under the gun is a fold. A3 offsuit on the big blind is a check fold. King 7 offsuit fold as well. King Queen offsuit from the blinds is a raise if no one has raised before me. But against the raise it's an easy fold. Ten six offsuit is a fold. This guy is probably stealing from me, but I can't play back at him with this hand. Here would be another interesting situation to steal with one poster and a tight big blind, so I'll raise. I have a decent hand anyway. 9-6 offsuit is a fold. Here I have an open-ended straight draw, I'll bet. So the big stack called, I'll make a continuation bet. This should be a scary board for him. I don't get my draw, so I'll check behind, hope to get it. 8-6 offsuit is a fold. And I'll check fold the river. Ace-3 offsuit is a fold. Yeah, this guy called me with 8-5 offsuit. I'll post my blind here from the cutoff. Ten to offsuit a fold. So in this session I made some more advanced moves with stealing in situations that I found to be profitable. But once again I say that you shouldn't try this if you aren't feeling comfortable with post-flop play. Yeah, I guess this guy is just determined to lose his money. Another horrible play. So I have ace queen offsuit. 3 limpers. I'll raise to ace queen suited. I meant. I'll raise to 7 big blinds. And since my stack is about pot size, I'll just go directly all in. I have a gut shot. No, I have a double gut shot, but I didn't hit anything. and he actually had the best hand. He limped with ace king. It's pretty weird play. So here I have pocket nines, yet again a raising hand.